Attention 4-hour traders. What I suggest you do right now is leave, go do something else, and then maybe come back 5 or 6 minutes later, because this video, unfortunately, is just not for you. But for everybody else, welcome to the Indicator Profile series for this Wednesday. A little later than usual. It's been a busy week. And thank you to those in Europe and Africa and the Middle East for staying up and waiting for this one. But I don't think this video really needs to be that long. Let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're new, enjoy. This is the #1 indicator channel in all of YouTube. It's always going to be that way, but you're not going to understand a lot of what we're talking about, and that's no fun. What you need to do is go to nononsenseforex.com, read the first page, watch the first video, and get caught up. It is going to take a while, but like all good things, they do take a while. And then you will have this knowledge for the rest of your life. For those who are already lifers, let's move on to the Chartmill indicator. The year is going to be 2013, actually coded for MT4 in 2020. This started out as an MT5 indicator. So all of you MT5 heads out there, you should be able to locate this one pretty easily. Type is going to be a confirmation indicator. It's going to be a zero cross this week. And for exits, you pretty much know how I feel about zero cross indicators. For that purpose, not my favorite. So let's go ahead and look at it. Again, this is going to be pretty easy to figure out. Like anything we do here, when the line crosses and closes above that zero red line right there, that's going to be your signal to go long. And then let's find a decent one here. When it goes the other way, crosses and closes short, that is your signal to go short as well. Now you can tell you certainly don't want this on the default. It is way too jagged and jittery, not what we like to do. So we adjust it and we make it better. And you're going to see the fruits of those results very soon. Before we do that, though, understand, don't get too excited about these things either way. If it's great, that doesn't mean it's going to be great in your system. If it's bad, doesn't mean it's going to be bad in your system. You have to test this yourself. These are just guidelines to go with, nothing more. And also know we have you so covered in the show notes, including a link to my automation blog showing you how to test this yourself on the MT4 strategy tester, just like we do here. Link to the blog that shows all the tweak settings which you're going to need to know. And then Dan's YouTube channel, which has a supplementary video to this one right here. And most people just click off of this one when they're done, go right over there, and then you know everything you need to know. And if you don't, you go to the blog. Very simple. If you want to submit an indicator yourself, there's an email address for that as well. I think we're going to do another one real soon here. We've already done a handful on the Indicator Profile series. You could be next. And then the most popular place in all of the interwebs, the link to the indicator library where you can download the Chartmill indicator and every indicator we have done here on the Indicator Profile series. Let's go ahead and see the results here for the Chartmill indicator on the EURUSD. So this is not the way we want to start. You will notice down here, whenever you see these NAs, that means that we could not optimize this indicator from here to actually perform above 0%. We just couldn't do it. So that's how good this thing was on the 4-hour. And even here, this is the best we could do on the daily. So that's just what it is. Let's see if it does better on gold. Of course it does. Actually, a pretty good one for gold. Something you can actually test yourself. Good win-loss ratios with solid amounts of trades too. That's a ratio you don't see too often on here, with a solid ROI. Not a spectacular ROI in either one of those, but a good one. Something you can really kind of base things off of if you wanted to. Moving over to the S&P. Now this is actually pretty good on both ends. Real good actually, because this is above the baseline, or right at the baseline, and this is just below it on the 4-hour. That is a great place to start. Again, you're getting a good win-loss ratio here after optimization. So you're going to have to go to the blog to see what those are. But a healthy amount of trades too on both ends. Just sometimes the ROI is not going to be great, but the other things are things you can work with. And it might just take a little bit of optimization on your end. It's really all it is. So take the positives from this, because there certainly are some. Now in Bitcoin, oddly enough, this is one of the stranger results I've seen on here in a while, because this is very good. We've shown some 40% and over lately and a while back, but they're pretty few and far between. So I would certainly take something like this, especially if that's a good amount of trades for you. But on the 4-hour, for some reason, we just could not get it above zero, no matter what. This thing just does not like 4-hour traders. So for all of you 4-hour traders out there, I'm sorry. I tried to warn you at the top of the show. But for the rest of you, please add this to your toolbox. I think it can be quite useful in certain applications. And we will see you next week with more Indicator Profile Series videos. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. You're not going to want to miss this. Trading Psychology podcast every Monday. Indicator Profile Series video every Wednesday. Blog sometimes on Thursday. And then the 10-Minute Contrarian Investing podcast every Saturday. It is all things finance. We got you covered start to finish. Now go get it.